Jack and Jill is a comedy starring Adam Sandler and Adam Sandler. See, Adam Sandler plays both Jack and Jill, twin brother and sister. And I gotta be honest, I'm one of the biggest fans of Adam Sandler. I've loved all of his movies, all the way from Billy Madison up until, Just Go With It, that came out recently. And I've always found his comedies funny, and I've always been one to defend his comedies, because there are a group of people who don't like his humor, don't like the type of jokes he does. So I've always been one to defend him and everything. And I gotta be honest, when I saw the trailer to this, I said, wow, what happened? You know, I was getting really fearful, like, is he going into Eddie Murphy territory, or has he just given up like Jim Carrey? I didn't know what was going on. And the reviews are just trashed it. Just said it was horrible. He sunk to a whole new low.
Hey, thanks. See my therapist? Take a walk.
I usually don't agree with reviews, so I'll just go and see it myself. So I just saw it today, and I gotta say, it's not as bad as I was expecting. I mean, the plot. You have, these two twins. Like, the movie starts out with them as babies and then growing up through high school and stuff, and you see that the boy, Adam Sandler, was Jack. He was the most popular, had all the friends, had all the attention, and Jill was kind of like the ugly sister who mostly kept to herself, or tried to be around Jack as much as she could, but he was annoyed of her. So now you flash to years and years later. Jack's now married with Katie Holmes, has 2 kids, and he works for like this company who does commercials for certain brands and stuff, and they need him to get Al Pacino to do a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. So he has to figure out a way to get Al Pacino's attention. And while that's going on, Jill, his sister, comes home for Thanksgiving. Supposed to be there from Thanksgiving through Hanukkah, because they're Jewish, which there's a lot of mentioning of that. But so she's there, and while she's there, I mean, she's the most annoying person you've ever met in your life. She just says what's ever on her mind. She'll criticize anything she sees with your house, or the kids, or just. And Adam Sandler's the whole time just saying, alright, you're fucking annoying, like, leave. And whenever he flips out on her, she runs off crying, runs in the woods, and they have to ring her back in. So you have all that going on. Then they find out that Al Pacino is going to be at the Laker game. So Adam Sandler's like, alright, this will be my chance to talk to him. So he brings his sister along because he feels bad that she's all upset. And while he's there's actually a funny cameo with Johnny Depp, which hilarious. He's sitting there wearing a Justin Bieber t-shirt, and he's just being himself, and that was awesome. And there's a lot of cameos now that I think about it. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal was in it, Jared from Subway, Regis Philbin, you name them, they were in this fucking movie. And so Al Pacino meets Jill, totally falls for her for some reason, and the rest of the movie he's trying to get with her pretty hard, and Jack's saying, alright, I can use Jill to get Al Pacino to do this commercial. So he's trying to maneuver all that, and like I said, the movie wasn't as bad as I was expecting, and maybe that's why I actually enjoyed it as much as I did, just because I heard so much about how bad it looked, and I gotta admit, the trailer made it look bad. So I was expecting just to sit there, mean faced, not laughing at any joke, but I found myself laughing quite a bit. And that shouldn't really surprise me, because Adam Sandler, his brand of comedy, yeah, you might say that it's lowbrow or it's immature, but he's always been like that. I read reviews of people who are like, oh yeah, remember back when he did classics like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore? And it's like, yeah, those are his funniest movies for sure. But you're trying to tell me the comedy levels or the jokes were that much more highbrow? Or, you know, he's always done fart jokes. He's always done stupid humor, making fun of people. You know, so that type of humor is still in this movie, and that's the moments I laughed hardest, is when you had those classic, you know, Adam Sandler type jokes. I just, you know, and Jill's supposed to be annoying, so yeah, she's annoying, but I kind of just went with it because there were times where I laughed at her and stuff, laughed with her, and I think I liked Adam Sandler as Jack mostly because he's just really being himself, and it's more him reacting or doing his one-liners or, you know, making smart remarks off of Jill, you know. So that stuff was good. If you saw this movie and, you know, didn't like it, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't say, oh, you're crazy, this movie's hilarious. I would just say that watching it, I laughed quite a bit. So that's not saying I loved it, and that's not saying I hated it. I'm just somewhere like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. It was funny. I'm probably gonna forget about it honestly in a week, just because it's not the type of Adam Sandler movies that you used to really enjoy. You know, I saw Grown Ups. When I first saw Grown Ups, that was the first movie where I kind of said, yeah, Adam Sandler's not really trying anymore.
Ah, horse shit!
He just has a group of his friends all hanging out one weekend, and they just recorded each other, fucking with each other, making fun of each other. And yeah, it's funny, but you're kind of sitting there for 2 hours saying, wow, this is, what's the point of this movie? So at least Jack and Jill, there is a plot there, and then towards the end of the movie, you see where Adam Sandler was going with this plot. You see that he wanted to take that brother-sister relationship, and he wanted to create some emotional resonance to it. You know, he wanted probably any twins or any brother and sister to relate on a certain level. That, you know, even though your brother or sister may annoy you, they come from a good place, they love you no matter what, and you should appreciate them. And I enjoyed the movie for that, you know, for that little message. So yeah, Jack and Jill. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.